The next section of football fundamentals deals with dead balls. The first dead ball fundamental states, a game official's whistle seldom kills the ball. It is already dead by rule. The whistle is only used to reaffirm to the players that the ball is dead by rule. Part of the reason you blow the whistle is to prevent rough play and stop any further action. But the whistle is not blown to create a dead ball. This is because the ball only becomes dead by rule. Again, the whistle is used to reaffirm the fact that the ball is already dead. However, there is one time a whistle does cause the ball to become dead. And this is why the word seldom is used in this fundamental. And that's the dreaded inadvertent whistle, or IW. An IW is the only time a whistle causes a live ball to become dead. The implication of this fundamental is you don't want it to be the reason a live ball becomes dead. Nothing good can ever come out of it. And from a mechanic standpoint, don't ever feel the need to blow the whistle immediately when the ball becomes dead. In fact, there are many times a whistle is not needed. The dead ball signal should suffice. Be patient and see the ball before you blow the whistle. But if you see the potential for rough play after the ball's dead, then blow the whistle, and blow it hard. The next dead ball fundamental states, no live ball foul causes the ball to become dead. Just as no foul causes the loss of ball, as we learned in Football Fundamental 1-6, no live ball foul causes the ball to become dead. When a live ball foul occurs, the down continues until the ball becomes dead by rule. And the ball never becomes dead by rule just because a foul occurs. There is not one live ball foul in which the penalty stipulates that the ball becomes dead immediately. Once the ball becomes dead, then the penalty is adjudicated. But until then, the play continues. The implications of this fundamental. You have to keep officiating the play when a foul occurs. The down goes on when a live ball foul happens. The next dead ball fundamental says, a dead ball may become live only by a legal snap or free kick. There are two ways a dead ball becomes live. One, by way of a legal snap. Two, with a free kick. The key word in the first method is legal. In order for the snap to be legal, it must be made so that the ball leaves the hand or hands of the snapper immediately, and then touches either a back or the ground before it touches an A lineman. If both of these do not occur, then the snap is illegal. Something to consider with free kicks is that a free kick does not become live if K is guilty of a free kick infraction or encroachment. The down has to actually be in progress in order for the ball to be live. A dead ball infraction means that the ball remains dead and cannot become live. If the snap is illegal, then any action that takes place after the snapper moves the ball is to be considered dead ball action. Same for any action after a free kick infraction or encroachment. The implication of this fundamental is if the snap is illegal, then any action that takes place after the snapper moves the ball is to be considered dead ball action. And our final dead ball fundamental states, catching is always preceded by touching of the ball. Thus, if touching causes the ball to become dead, securing possession of the ball has no significance. Consider the times the ball becomes dead when it touches something or someone. When the ball touches anything out of bounds, including a player or an official, the ball is dead. In this case, a player standing out of bounds when he touches the ball is dead. Therefore, there's no need to rule on a catch. The same applies to a player attempting to recover or intercept a fumble. If that player is touching out of bounds, then the ball becomes dead immediately. There is no need to rule on possession. There is another scenario about touching that does not involve possession. By rule, a kick that is a scoring attempt, a field goal for example, becomes dead when it touches a K player in R's end zone. Therefore, if a K player bats the ball in the end zone in an attempt to knock it through the uprights, the ball is dead immediately. The implications of this fundamental. There is no need to focus on whether a catch or recovery was actually possessed if the ball becomes dead by touching a player who is out of bounds.